Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this video, got another doubleheader review of two shows that actually I got a chance to see as part of a combo package. It was actually really interesting. So first off, I'm gonna review Ice Ribbon 1408 in Tokyo Square, and then I'm gonna review a show that I checked out afterwards that is of a promotion that I don't know a whole lot about, but it was part of a combo deal, so I figured why not check out something new. The second show is Hot Shushu, Hot Step Jump. Yeah, I kid you not, that's the name of the show, and the name of the promotion is Hot Shushu. Never heard of this promotion, but just only recently, and I don't really know much about it. So, yeah, two shows gonna review. First, starting off with Ice Ribbon 1408 at the Tokyo Square. Of course, this show took place on March 16th at the Tokyo Square in Itabashi in Tokyo, Japan, and had quite a pretty decent card. So let's go ahead and jump right into the action with the first match. Here we go. Had to get my graphics up. So, here's the first match. So first off, we had ourselves a singles match between Misa Kagura and apparently from the Hot Shushu promotion, this young kid named Masahiro. Yeah, like, literally, a kid. Yeah. She's got to be like, what, 8, maybe 9 years old? But then again, Riho started her career or training, one of the two, at age 9, so it's not exactly out of the complete ordinary, but yeah, she's got to be like 8 or 9 years old. She's got to be. Anyway, this match wasn't long. It was just right about to hit 7 minutes, but Masahiro had her hands full going up against somebody like Misa Kagura. She got in a little bit of offense, but ain't no way she was going to defeat Misa Kagura. I mean, yeah, talk about being the young underdog in the match. But I mean, she did a little something something. I mean, she took her bumps, and for a child taking those kind of bumps, hey, I don't hate it. But Misa Kagura eventually got the submission victory by way of a Boston Crab on Masahiro to pick up the win. But yeah, not bad from what I saw of Masahiro. But she's a kid, so I'm not gonna be too critical because she's a kid. But yeah, that was your opening match. Let's go to the next match. This match was actually very good and very entertaining. Check it out. We had ourselves a tag team match. We had the team of Shigehiro, Irie, and Akane Fujita taking on the Bad Butts, made up of Yappy and Anncham. I still think it's funny that Yappy and Anncham together come out to Baby Got Back as their entrance theme. I think that's so funny. But then again, with a tag team name Bad Butts, it kind of makes sense. this was a great match. I actually really enjoyed this match. This match lasted almost 13 minutes. But yeah, this was a good back and forth match. The action was great. And it's been a while since I've seen Shigehiro Irie in action. And I even got a chance to see him live back when he was booked once for DPW. But yeah, this match was a lot of fun. Definitely went back and forth between both teams, but definitely Bad Butts had the better chemistry overall. But this was a good, solid match. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this match from start to finish. And speaking of Bad Butts, they ended up getting the win. Anncham got the pin on Akane Fujita after a double team combo that involved a roundhouse kick, then a choke slam, and then one last buzzsaw kick. So yeah, 3-hit combo for the finish. Good finish by the Bad Butts. And who knows? Maybe they'll work their way into a future International Ribbon Tag Team Championship match at some point. We'll have to see. But they got to keep winning. But good victory, good match from Bad Butts, Yappy, and Anncham. Alrighty. Let's go to the next match where we had the first of 2 title matches for this show. Check it out. Alrighty, we had the Triangle Ribbon Championship on the line. As the champion, Kaori Yoneyama defended against MATSUZAWA-san and Sumika Yanagawa. Oh, so good to see my girl Sumika Yanagawa in this match. I got a chance to meet her when I was in Japan. She was really, really sweet, really cool. And like I said, all those U.S. promotions out there, she wants to travel to the U.S. for a show or two. So hey, book her, do it. Reach out to JTL and book her. Don't be afraid. She's awesome. I've seen it. I've seen her myself. Anyway, this match wasn't long. It was pretty much a comedy match. I mean, I have to say the funniest spot was when pretty much MATSUZAWA-san gave Sumika Yanagawa, while she was in the Tree of Woe, pretty much gave her a pretty dirty Bronco Buster. I mean, she just rubbed her crotch all up in Sumika Yanagawa's face. It was hilarious. It was actually pretty hilarious. But yeah, this was a comedy match for the most part. MATSUZAWA-san was pretty funny, which she was also at the meet and greet at the Ice Ribbon Mania show that I attended at the end of last year. But yeah, this was a pretty funny match. It wasn't that long. It was just under 7 minutes. It was like 6 minutes and 50 seconds. So yeah, not a long match. But pretty much after MATSUZAWA-san gave that dirty Bronco Buster to Sumika Yanagawa, Kaori Yoneyama took advantage and rolled her up for the pin for the 3 count. And Kaori Yoneyama, still your Triangle Ribbon champion. Not too surprised at the outcome, but I was just... It was just funny. It was a funny match. So, didn't expect that type of Bronco Buster, but yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next match. This was actually a really good match. I enjoyed this next match. How about a little bit of trios action? Alrighty. We had the trio of YuuRI, Totoro, Satsuki, and the current Ice Cross Infinity champion, Manami Katsu, taking on the trio of Ibuki Hoshi, Arisa Shinose, and Miyavi Echika. Solid match. between both of these teams. Match lasted 13 minutes 50 seconds. It was really good back and forth. I especially like the exchanges between Ibuki Hoshi and Manami Katsu. Of course, you know, Ibuki Hoshi is definitely coming after that Ice Cross Infinity Championship, so something to keep in mind. But match was back and forth. Really could have gone either way. But Manami Katsu actually pinned Arisa Shinose after hitting a diving double foot stomp on her to pick up the victory for her team. Her, Totoro, Satsuki, and YuuRI, your winners. But a good back and forth trios match. Really didn't have any complaints, so it's all good. Alrighty. The main event of Ice Ribbon 1408 at the Tokyo Square in Itabashi. We had ourselves an International Ribbon Tag Team Championship match. As the champs, Makoto and Hamuko Hoshi defended against the number one contenders, Kirari Wakana and Miku Kanai. Of course, it was a short while back that Kirari Wakana and Miku Kanai won an opportunity and became the number one contenders to earn this title match. And they definitely brought their A game. Definitely came into this match as the underdogs, for sure. Match lasted 17 minutes and 24 seconds, so a good long main event. Both teams looked solid, and you know the champs really took the challengers to the limit. A lot of close pinfall attempts, and just really, the champs didn't let up. The champs did not let up, but Kirari Wakana and Miku Kanai just kept coming back, and last sequence was a couple of pin attempts from Kirari Wakana, and then one final double pin attempt from an assist with Miku Kanai, and were able to pin Hamuko Hoshi, kind of like a double jackknife pin sort of setup, but that was enough to keep her shoulders down for the 3 count. And ladies and gentlemen, Kirari Wakana and Miku Kanai are your new International Ribbon Tag Team Champions. Big victory in the main event. Pretty much an upset. But, yeah, they're your new tag champs. So congratulations to Kirari Wakana and Miku Kanai. I got a chance to see them both in action when I was in Japan. So definitely really cool to see them now as tag champs. So, hey, definitely earned it. Hope they have a good run, but it's going to be tough. But, hey, they did good. They did really good. Made it that far, became number one contenders, and then got the title victory when it mattered the most. So, good stuff. Really good stuff. But yeah, overall, small Ice Ribbon show. You know, it was pretty much the equivalent of like a dojo show. Just, you know, they had this as kind of like a pay-per-view because they did a, you could order it either single or combo with the next show I'm getting ready to talk about. So, but yeah, and Tokyo Square, it's not a big venue. Apparently, the attendance logged in was only 98 in attendance. So, yeah, definitely a small show. Okay, now we switch gears to the next show that was part of the combo deal. And that's Hot Shushu, Hot Step Jump. Now, the promotion, Hot Shushu, apparently has been around since 2023. And apparently Chiharu Ono is the owner, or at least was the owner from 2023 to 2024. I don't know who the current owners are now, but the home base is in Saitama, Japan. But yeah, like I said, not much that I know about this promotion. I'll put a link to the main website. They have a website, so I'll put a link in the description. And they have a YouTube channel as well. But yeah, Hot Shushu Professional Wrestling. I do like the logo. The logo is pretty cool. Here, y'all wanna see the logo? It's pretty cool. Like, check it out. And then that's the website, which, like I said, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, it's pretty neat. But like I said, this was my first time checking out the promotion. But yeah, had a good number of matches. Had 8 matches total for this show. And like I said, it was on the same date in the same venue. And actually, technically, it was in the Ice Ribbon ring. You know, they didn't change out the ring or anything like that. But it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the first match of Hot Shushu Hot Step Jump. Okay, first off, we had a trios match, which team number 1, we had the team of Jisho Kacho, Lumberjack, and Taku, and they took on the trio of Dekai Ichimotsu, Sunrise 164, and Yodogoro Sawamura. Excuse me. I've never heard of either of these wrestlers. So this was my first time seeing all 6 of these guys in action. Pretty solid back and forth opening match though. Didn't really know what to expect. But the match lasted just a little over 8.5 minutes. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good back and forth. I felt like it was an even matchup. But Taku ends up pinning Dekai Ichimotsu with a Gato clutch for the victory. So Taku, Lumberjack, and Jiso Kacho with the victory. I did like Lumberjack. Dude is pretty agile. So that was one that I did like throughout the match. But not a bad match. Pretty good match. I thought it was pretty even. But not a bad way to open up the show. Okay. Let's go to our next match. This was another interesting one. Okay, we had ourselves a singles match as we had, once again, Masahiro taking on Moehiro, which I assume is maybe like her sister or something like that. But this was quite an interesting matchup. Didn't last long, only just about 6.5 minutes. But I mean, it was definitely back and forth. Wish it could have been a little bit longer, but I can kind of understand why it wasn't for a certain reason, which I'll get into a little later. But Masahiro ended up pinning Moehiro with a reversal roll-up pin. And got the 3 count. So the little kid got the victory in this match. I was just like, oh snap, okay. Nice. So, yeah. But like I said, the match wasn't long. Just 6.5 minutes. So, you know. I'm not going to pass too much judgment because, I mean, like I said, it's a kid. So. All right. Continuing on with the next match. And I actually enjoyed this match quite a bit. Although I wish it could have been a little bit longer. Okay. Next up, we had another singles match. This time we had Tatsuhito Taikawa taking on Masataka. First time seeing these two in action. But you know what? It went back and forth, especially throughout the middle of the match. But I felt like at first Tatsuhito kind of had the advantage, kind of got off to some early momentum in this match. Match was just about 9.5 minutes long, so I just wish it could have been a little longer, mainly because I felt like it was starting to get more even between the two with the different exchanges. But after a hard-fought battle, it would be Tatsuhito that would end up getting the victory. He hit Masataka with a Death Valley Bomb, then covered him for the 3 count. But really, the match could have gone either way, especially with how it was going. But Tatsuhito Taikawa picks up the victory. Good match. Good match. I just wish it would have been a little longer, like maybe go into 10, maybe 11 minutes, and I would have been much more happier. Okay. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. Okay. We had another singles match. We had Miss Mongol taking on a name I actually haven't seen in a while, but then again, I haven't seen a Diana show in a hot minute. Deborah K. It's good to see Deborah K, and I believe she's also going to be retiring soon, if I remember correctly. I think she's going to be retiring soon, maybe within like another month or so. This match wasn't long. It was just about 7.5 minutes. So once again, these matches were not long. These matches weren't long. But I felt like Miss Mongol had a lot of the momentum in this match. I mean, Deborah K did get in some offense, but it just didn't seem like as much. It kind of felt a little one-sided. But Miss Mongol ended up... She had the Boston Crab locked in on Deborah K, and apparently the referee stopped the match, which I don't know if Deborah K just didn't tap out. It didn't look like she tapped out. I don't know if she passed out or whatnot. I guess she passed out and just the referee stopped the match. But yeah, it was hard to tell from the angle, and you know, Deborah K was facing the opposite direction while locked into that Boston Crab. But Miss Mongol pretty much got the victory by referee stoppage while she had the Boston Crab hooked on Deborah K. So Miss Mongol, your winner. But at least, you know, at least this match had somebody that I was familiar with Deborah K. But yeah, match was short. Okay, next up, we actually had a title match on the card. So this was actually pretty cool to see. But yeah, got ourselves a title match. Check it out. Okay. This was for the BRS Spunky Championship. It's kind of a weird name, and a very interesting design championship belt. But the champion, Aki Shizuku, defended against a familiar face from Ice Ribbon, Totoro Satsuki. Once again, another match under 10 minutes, unfortunately. This was 8 minutes, 49 seconds. Wish it would have been longer, especially the fact that it was a title match. But, it definitely went back and forth. I felt like Aki Shizuku got going early, but then Totoro was starting to really counter back with offense of her own. And two power fighters going at it. Like it was a pretty good match. Like I said, I just wish it was longer, being that it was a title match. That's really my only complaint. But Aki retains the BRS Spunky Championship after hitting a running lariat on Totoro and covering her for the 3 count. So, still your champ, Aki Shizuku. Tough loss for Totoro, though. I was rooting for her. I've met Totoro, so one of my favorites from Ice Ribbon. Alrighty, let's go to our next match. This card definitely had a lot more singles matches, so just something to note of. Okay, we had a singles match between 2 familiar faces, Akane Fujita versus a name I haven't seen in a while, but somebody I'm familiar with, Kiku. To be honest, I felt like this match was kind of one-sided. I felt like Akane Fujita was in control throughout most of the match, and this match lasted just about 9.5 minutes, but it kind of felt one-sided, just in my honest opinion. Kiku did eventually get in some offense, but I felt like Akane Fujita pretty much dominated this match. And she ended up getting the victory, pinning Kiku after hitting her with a Michinoku driver. So, I like the finish. Good finish. But Akane Fujita, your winner. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, despite losing in the Ice Ribbon show and the tag match, she was able to come back in the Hot Shushu show and get a singles victory. Okay, let's go to our next match, and this was a very interesting match with how it ended up going, especially with the finish. Alright, so another trios match was on the card. We had the team of Naoshi Sano, Samus, and Yoshikazu Yokoyama. That's the team on the left. And they took on the team of Sagat, Kenji Abe, and Koyuki. So, there was a lot of action in this match. Lasted 13 minutes, 33 seconds, and I have to say, Koyuki took the most damage in this match. I mean, the opposing team really kept her isolated from her teammates through a good chunk of this match, and she took a lot of bumps. But yet, despite all the punishment she took, she ended up getting the victory for her team. Crazy how that ended up working out, but she hit a diving senton off the top turnbuckle onto Samus and pinned him for the 3 count. That's right, Koyuki, who took the most punishment throughout this match, ends up getting the victory for her team. Crazy, isn't it? Really, really crazy. But that's how it be sometimes, I guess. That's how it be sometimes. And then the main event of Hot Shushu, Hot Step Jump, had ourselves a special tag team match. Check it out. So, team number 1, we had Ibuki Hoshi and Makoto taking on the team of Arisa Shinose, and back in the main event for her second match of the same show, Mase Hiiro. So, Mase Hiiro doing double duty on this show. So, hey, the young kid's got fighting spirit. He's got the will to fight and get better. I love it. This was the longest match on the card, thankfully. 16 minutes, 41 seconds. Definitely went back and forth. And you know what? Arisa, Shinose, and Masahiro had some pretty good chemistry for the most part. But I didn't like one part later in the match where Makoto, I believe it was Makoto, had Masahiro trapped in a submission, and she was inching over to the rope, and like Arisa Shinose was just standing there at the corner. I'm like, why didn't she just come in and just break up the submission? You know, there wasn't any opposition from Ibuki Hoshi. She should have just came in and just broke up the submission, you know? So, thought it was kind of lacking at that point. But it was still very much an action-packed match, and, you know, Arisa, Shinose, and Masahiro were clearly the underdogs in this match, I mean, for obvious reasons. But, overall, it was a good main event, for the most part. But, Ibuki Hoshi got the victory for her team, pinning Masahiro after hitting the captured suplex, and pinning her for the 3. Ibuki Hoshi Makoto, your winners in the main event. But hey, shout out to Masahiro pulling a double duty on this show. And not to mention, Ibuki Hoshi, Arisa Shinose, and Masahiro did a performance at the beginning before the show. But yeah, so that's a Hot Shushu show. Honestly, it was all right. I just wish there were more matches that lasted longer than 10 minutes, or that lasted 10 minutes or more. There were only 2 matches that went over 10 minutes, so it's kind of a bummer. I mean, not even the one title match went 10 minutes, so. But interesting promotion. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a combination of Ice Ribbon and TJPW, with kind of like the presentation, so to speak, and you know, they had like a performance and whatnot. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a small combination of Ice Ribbon and TJPW. Would I check out this promotion again? I don't see why not. If they do like another combo sort of deal like they did on the Ice Ribbon website, I might consider doing that again. I don't think they have, I mean, they have a YouTube channel. So, I mean, there is that. But, it looks like... So, I just went to their YouTube channel. It looks like they are in conjunction with Ice Ribbon. Interesting. So it kind of makes me wonder, do they have a... I guess they have a partnership. Because apparently they have a playlist for members only for Ice Ribbon. But yeah, they got a playlist of Hot Shushu shows. So, I wonder if they just have a partnership, perhaps, with Ice Ribbon. But, yeah, the first time I heard about Hot Shushu was, Yuzuki was in the, Catch the Wave tournament for last year. And, that's, how I learned about Hot Shushu, because that's the promotion she's part of. But yeah, interesting. Really interesting. But like I said, I'll put a link to the website in the description for those that are interested in checking it out. But yeah. Also, one other piece of news that I wanted to share that I thought was quite a surprise. So, Spark Joshi added some more talent, some more Stardom talent. So, check it out. I don't remember if I mentioned or showed her last time. I know I did for Starlight Kid and Momo Watanabe. But Azumi also got announced for Spark Joshi Lady Luck. So, she did Spark last year as well. So, good to see her get booked again. And then, the next one, which was a big surprise, especially for me because she is one of my favorites. Yes, the leader of God's Eye, Shuri, got booked for Spark Lady Luck as well. So I thought that was really cool. Unfortunately, Mina Shirakawa had to cancel or whatnot, so she won't be part of Spark Joshi Lady Luck. Which is all good. I mean, she'll still be part of the two Stardom shows. So, and I've met her twice already, so no biggie. But you know, what's really interesting about this, and there's one other that. Hold on, there's one other. I don't remember. I might have mentioned this, but just in case I didn't, both Azumi and Starlight Kid have been announced for the Dragon Gate, the Rebirth show on Wednesday in Vegas, which was quite a surprise. What's crazy about this? So this now means that Azumi, Starlight Kid, and Shuri are going to be working 4 shows in Vegas. Not only that, all 3 of them are doing 3 shows in one day. Isn't that crazy? Because remember, Azumi, so she's booked for both Stardom shows, Spark Joshi, Dragon Gate. Same thing with Starlight Kid, both Stardom shows, Spark Joshi, Dragon Gate. And then Shuri, she's booked for both Stardom shows, Spark Joshi, and Marvelous. And the crazy thing is, wait a minute. So actually, Shuri is doing 3 shows in one day because she's doing Stardom, Spark, Marvelous. So Starlight Kid and Azumi, they're just doing Spark and Stardom. And then of course you got to remember, Micah's booked for 3 shows, both Stardom shows and Bloodsport. Same with Konami, both Stardom shows and Bloodsport. But man, Shuri is doing 3 shows in one day. Whew. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the thing with Starlight Kid, excuse me, the thing with Starlight Kid is Starlight Kid announced that she was taking time off to heal and get treatment. So it makes me wonder, I think she's going to take the rest of March off and just focus on getting treatment and healing up for the Vegas trip. That's what I'm thinking that she's doing, is just taking the rest of March off. Which, it's not really a bad idea. It's not really a bad idea, but I can totally understand. And now that I think about it, Hanako is booked for 3 shows because she's doing a Texas Pro Wrestling show as well as both Stardom shows. So, man, it just goes to show that a lot of these promotions, in Vegas that are running shows, they seem to all want a slice of the Stardom pie. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, after all, how often do you see Stardom talent come to the U.S.? I mean, I understand there's a lot of TJPW fans out there. I'm one as well. But I mean, let's keep it real. Stardom doesn't come to the States as often as TJPW, especially not recently. So, just saying. Just saying. But yeah, just wanted to share that before I ended this. But, yeah, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what y'all thought about both shows, the Ice Ribbon show and the Hot Shushu show, if you happen to check them out. And let me know what other Stardom talent you think is going to get announced for shows, including Stardom and outside of Stardom. You know, been some surprises. So, let me know what you'd like to see. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Laters.